Hello, my beautiful people. It's yet another Saturday, and I'm so blessed. I'm so honored today. We thank God for the gift of life. We thank God for the weather, and we thank God that we are alive today. It's yet another Saturday, and it's your girl Aggie on the Movie Manual. This is Rest TV. Welcome to the Movie Manual. You don't want to miss this episode because it's going to be hot. Thank you for watching. Yes, welcome to today's episode of the Movie Manual. I'm so honored and blessed. I have a friend of mine. She is Marie, Miss Ninja Corazon. She's a writer, she's an actor, she's a director, she's a movie editor, video editor, producer, a mother and a wife. She's here with me. She's going to tell us more about her journey as a producer in the industry. She's done a couple of projects like Mela and Choco
Briquettes.
Choco Briquettes. She's done a couple of them. She's going to tell us more about them because they are complicated. The names are tricky. But guys, stay with me. Let's welcome Marie, Miss Ninja. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And how have you been?
I've been good.
It's been forever. As in, is it COVID or this is how you choose to hide?
I like being low-key. I'm always working, and then also I love being with my baby.
Oh,
yeah,
how is she, by the way?
She's fine.
Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Okay, so tell us, who is Marie? Who's Marie? How long have you been in the industry, and how do you find it?
Well, like you said, Marie Corazon is a mother, a wife, a director, a producer. I've been in the industry for 6 years now. Yeah. I started, my first project. I did my first project when I was on internship at Makerere. I was studying performing arts and film. My first project was The Campus, a TV series that aired on NBS. Yeah, so I was assistant director and producer for that show. It took 2 years to finish, but I learned so much on that project, and it's basically what has driven my career to where we are now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Miss Ninja, Marie Corazon, those are very, very tricky and not so common names.
Yeah.
How do they come about, as in?
Marie Corazon is actually my name. It's actually Maria Corazon. It's one name because I am half Filipino. So that's my name from my dad, from my parents.
Okay,
yeah.
And you're half Ugandan?
Yes.
As in Ugandan?
Yes, half Mutoro, half Filipino.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
and
nice.
Then Miss Ninja came from, it's my brand name, but it came from friends calling me a ninja because I'm so small, I'm so tiny, but I do big things and people don't expect it.
True.
So they're like, you're stealthy like a ninja, you come quietly, like we don't see you coming. So
but
that's
then
how everyone
things happen.
Yeah, so that's how everyone call me ninja. Yeah.
Nice.
So I decided to go with it.
So Marie, from the look of things, honestly, clearly you joined the industry when you're quite young.
Yes.
What have the challenges been?
It's a man's world.
Yes, it is.
That was my biggest challenge, and it's still a challenge now. I started when I was about 19, 20, my second year in university. Yeah, you're on a film set and you're on crew, and the only women are actors. So like you would find me working with a lot of men, and my parents were not happy with me.
I was just about to ask you that because clearly you're so young, 18, 19.
Yeah, my parents were not happy with me. They're like, what are you doing? You're coming back late hours, you're working all these long hours, you're working with guys.
And then you're so small.
Yes, and I'm so small. And also, not just my parents, but also working with the crew members itself. Being a producer and you're tiny, a producer, you're in a position of power because, on production, you're the one telling people, now you have to do this, you have to go here, I don't know why this is happening like this. And you're telling this big man
I know
to do this thing like this. And he's looking at you like
are you for real?
Yeah, so I had to, find a way of commanding, respect of using my position and saying, okay, you know what, you have to do it like this, or you leave my set. This is my set. So do it how I want it or leave. Like, yeah.
Nice.
So those are the challenges I've had, being small and young, and then a woman, in this industry. So yeah.
So tell me about your parents and how you actually managed to stick to the industry, because I'm thinking with the parents not being supportive, it's kind of...
Yeah, difficult. So maybe I can give you a brief background. At university, I was doing performing arts and film.
Okay.
But then I had the opportunity to jump onto this project and be a producer, which is a big deal. So I asked my relatives, what, I would like to take a dead year and finish this project, then maybe continue. Because at that time that I was in Makerere, that was around 2013 to 2015, there were like a lot of strikes going on. So we weren't doing much of class, because you'd either go to class, the lecturers are striking, or the next week it's the students. So you'd find that in a whole semester you've only covered, let's say, introduction.
Yes.
Yet this industry is practical. So I had the chance to actually have some hours on a set. So I said, what, can I continue with this so that I can build my CV? Then maybe when school is stable, I can continue. So first of all, drama. That people don't see drama as something important. They're like, what? You want to do drama? No, finish, graduate so that we can get you an office job.
What were you studying?
I was studying performing at Bachelor of Arts in Arts.
Okay.
But majoring in drama and minoring in literature.
Okay.
So they thought, what you're studying, just graduate so that we can get you a job here. But I'm like, no, I actually want to make movies. I want to be a director.
So your dad was living here?
My dad at that time was not in the country.
Okay.
So I was under my aunt.
Okay.
So yeah, she was like my guardian. My dad was paying for my school and everything, but my aunt was like, the one like helping me.
On ground.
So she's like, no, what you're doing is for the devil. It's evil. What you're doing, we just want you to be successful. But I'm like, this is what I want. I want to be a director. I want to make movies. And if this is a better thing for me to do than in school right now, why not? So she's like, what, if that's what you want to do, you're on your own. So I said, okay, fine. Because what I wanted was support from, my aunt, because my mom died when I was very young. So she was my mother figure. So what I wanted was support from her. But I was getting a lot of rejection. So I said, okay, if that's how you feel, I'll try my best to be the best. Then maybe you can,
accept
join
me then.
Exactly. So I that pushed me to work so hard for a young girl. I was working crazy hours to finish a production and things like that, but it has brought me here today, so I'm really grateful.
Thank God you're here and you actually stick to your love.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So let's talk film.
Yeah.
When did it start to real make sense? Because at this point, when what you're talking about right now was more like, I think I want to do it. I think I can do it. But now, when did it actually start making sense?
I think with every production that I keep working on, it starts making more sense as you get more experience and you learn, because you keep learning with every project you do. You keep learning, you meet new people, and it keeps making more sense. Yeah, so I'm still learning. I'm building more.
And for a young, beautiful woman director, producer, what has kept you standing? What motivates you? What keeps you going? Because believe you me, there are so many women out there big in size, as in stature, but they have given up. They can't stand. They've done a couple of maybe 1, 2, and they feel like, this is a man's world. I can't handle.
Yeah.
So what has kept you going and standing and focused and motivated?
All the other girls out there that want to be like me. Yeah, that's what motivates me. I want my story to inspire someone, even if it's just my daughter or, even just one person. I want people to know that, it's possible to actually make moves in this man's world. Because, from my experience, I think the best producers are female. I think so, because you get things done.
Because yeah.
I've worked with male producers and I've worked with female producers, and from my experience, female producers get things done real quick, like this. Yeah, so I think there's room for women in this industry, and there should be many more. And women are storytellers. Like back in the day, the men would go hunting and the women would tell stories to the children.
Yes.
So this is our world. Why are men running it?
True. Tell them.
Yes.
It is our world.
Yeah.
So, being half Philippine and half Ugandan, has it kind of helped you get what you've gotten so far? Has it been of an advantage or a disadvantage? What do you think? Because I know people that have met that like, let's say, half castes, like we call them, half English, half Ugandan, half Rwandese, but sometimes their looks or their complexion adds to get what they want or what they have achieved. Because they can say, if it wasn't because she is like this, or her accent, or her what, maybe she wouldn't be what she is.
Yeah.
If she was to be like a true Mutoro all the way, she probably wouldn't be here. So do you think you being half Philippine and half Philippine mostly has helped you be who you are right now?
Actually, no. It made everything harder.
How?
Because, okay, besides being a director and a producer, I'm also an actor. And actually, when I was young, I wanted to be a model. So it was so hard for me to get casted. I mean, to get casted for roles or to get modeling gigs. Because first of all, because I'm Filipino, I'm short. I'm small. This is Filipino blood that makes me short and small. I'm brown. They want black, tall girls, curvy. You get? So first of all, that cancelled me out already. Yeah. Then also getting the jobs, when you go to an office and you present yourself as a producer or director, they look at you and they're like, aren't you a little young? Maybe you're inexperienced. So it's actually been a very big disadvantage.
Wow.
Yeah, being half Filipino. Many times I'm like, I wish I was Ugandan. I wish I was black.
You are Ugandan.
I am, but like appearance-wise,
Yeah.
like I wish people would see me and look at me and be like, okay, this is a Ugandan. But once they see me, they treat me differently.
So do you have a Lutoro name, like the pet name?
Yes.
What's your pet name?
Atwoki.
As in, you speak Lutoro?
I try.
Have you lived there?
Yeah, lived, holidays, you go home for December.
Or have you been to the Philippines?
When I was really, really young.
Do you have any siblings that are like you?
Step siblings. I have a brother who is like me, like same mom, same dad.
Oh.
Yes, but before my dad came to Uganda, he had children there.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have step siblings there who we talk, Facebook. Yeah, but here we just grew up too, me and my brother. Yeah.
Is he in the industry as well?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, he's out there somewhere.
Yeah, he's doing his own thing. He keeps complaining. Like I keep calling him, can you do this? He's like, no, I don't want.
No, I know you already mentioned this being a man's world.
Yeah.
But of recent, there's a trend of women doing masculine things like border riders, like taxi drivers, like truck drivers, or even see them on building sites. Now you, Marie,
Yes.
so small, so tiny, a producer in a man's world.
Yes.
How has it been so far? Because I know I already asked you, but clearly explain to some woman out there who thinks it is the big potty-bellied men that can only run the industry. But, Yeah, because honestly, it is a new trend right now. Women go into the quarries and they are in there and they are doing so and looking at you doing this. So maybe you can help me encourage a woman out there who thinks that the film industry, this industry, well, we all know that it's dominated by men, but it doesn't make it theirs.
Yes.
Like you said, we are better storytellers than men.
Yeah.
So please help me talk to some woman out there. Encourage her. Tell her that the size does not matter and the height.
Yes. Size, gender, height in this industry, it doesn't matter. As long as you know what you're doing and you stick to your guns. If this is how it has to be, do not compromise. I'm lucky enough to work with men who respect women and who respect my position, because I've worked for where I am right now. Yeah, so I'm lucky enough to work with such men. I work in video in business. I work with someone called Josh the Fixer.
Yes, that big tall guy.
Yes, he taught me not to compromise. Things happen, things go wrong, and sometimes I'm freaking out and I'm like, I wasn't able to do this, this is going on, and he's like, fix it, you know. And why not, you know, just fix it. If you know, don't compromise for anything. Don't be taken advantage of because you're a woman or because you're small. You can do it because I am doing it. So if I can do it, you for sure can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of I am small and I can do it. This video in business, what's it about?
Video in business is basically a video content creation company. Yeah, we also do equipment rentals. We are professionals at creating videos, content for mainly marketing businesses. You know, with COVID today, how do customers reach you? How do you reach your customers? Yeah, so for us, we mainly we focus on creating business, I mean videos that sell your business to your customer, that help your customer to understand what you're doing and basically tell them how to find you and how to work with you.
Nice. So that's video in business.
Yes, video in business.
Wow. And Marie, we all know it's been going on in the industry, and because you're a lady producer, honestly speaking, I don't know if you've fallen victim or if you've heard about this sexual harassment thing that has been happening in the industry.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard about it or if you've experienced it yourself, and if yes, how did you go about it? How did you overcome it? How did you manage to?
I've heard of it, and I may have probably experienced it, but not directly.
Okay.
Yes, but there's this there are men, there are predators in this industry who say, oh, come, I'm going to make you a star. You know, because you want it so bad, they bring it slowly. You don't see it coming.
Okay.
You know, you're like, okay, this guy, he's a producer, he's a director. I know that if I hang with him, before you know it, he's going to put me in his things. But he's going to make you do things that make you feel uncomfortable. And you're going to do them because you think that, you know what, if I make him happy, I'm going to get a role. But let me tell you, these guys are liars because they're going to look for professional actors. So my advice to girls out there is work hard at being a professional and know that you are a professional and you are supposed to be paid for a service. If someone is not going to pay you for a service and if they make you feel uncomfortable, please walk away because the opportunities are many. That one opportunity, it's not the only one. There will always be another. Just be patient, but don't do anything with anyone that makes you uncomfortable because you want to be a star or you want to be an actor. Work hard, make yourself invaluable. Put yourself, like, brand yourself to the extent that you know what, this person has to pay what I ask for. If they don't, walk away. Put yourself in that position because I've for 6 years I've tried my best to build myself to that level.
Okay.
That I will not be taken advantage of. I will not be forced to do a job or anything that makes me feel uncomfortable because, you know, I need to put myself or be somewhere. No. If you must sit at home for a year or two, sit.
No, it's easy. It's easy for you to say. Probably you have money coming from the Philippines.
No, it's not. We hustle. I've seen those days where I'm like, what next?
Yeah.
But it's only just the journey. It's only the road to success. You know, everyone who is up there, they've been through things, but you just don't know. But it's all about sticking to your no. If it's a no, let it be a no, and don't be afraid to walk away. You will always get another opportunity. Trust me, because it has happened to me.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had days where I'm like, I don't think I will ever work again. But before you know it, they call you and they're like, we've seen your work and we appreciate. Because there are people out there who are professional. There are people out there who are very professional and they're there and they're here in Uganda. You just need to put yourself out there.
But it's hard. It's hard for me to know that, for example, Ken is a professional. Because I have met someone in his, in his kind of class. And he didn't treat me so well. So it makes me feel like even Ken is going to do the same to me. So how do I know Ken is professional?
by being professional yourself. If you're treated, if you come from the get-go, if you come in from the first step you walk in and you're professional, people will treat you professionally. They will know that this is how you handle this person.
Okay.
But if you come and you're not sure, you're like, let me first see if they're professional or not. They will handle you however. But if from the get-go you're professional, you arrive on time, you ask for what you need, this, that, you say, this is how I can work, this is how I cannot work, people will treat you that way. But if you're unsure of yourself, they'll take advantage of you.
So before you, okay, I know we are talking about you as the producer. When the few gigs or maybe the many gigs you've done as an actor, were you handpicked or like headhunted, or did you actually audition at some time?
I think I've only auditioned once before, and the others were mainly selection.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I told you, for me, getting a role is hard because of how I look. I don't look generic. So people, like, they call me when they say, we need someone who looks like this, then that's when they'll call me.
Oh.
Or, yeah. But the only time I ever auditioned and I got the role was when they were doing auditions for Beneath the Lies.
Okay.
Yes, and I did get a role. But my role came in after the episodes, so they didn't shoot. Yeah, so that happened. So that's actually how I ended up meeting and knowing Nana Kaga.
Okay.
Then we eventually worked on Mela. Yeah.
Nice. So we are going to go for a short break, guys. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. It's still the Movie Manual and your girl Aggie on Rest TV. We'll be back shortly.
Original, S-K-I-E-S.
Mela. Mela?
I mean, look at me. I'm over 30. I am Nona Mumi Campbell. And he wants to marry me.
I'll do anything for you, Richard. I can't even be your dirty little secret. I don't mind.
The option to live is no longer on the table.
Richard is spending the night at his house.
And you?
It's always about Mela. Huh? With you, with Richard, with everyone. It's always about Mela. What about me?
Mela would never betray me or the family.
I hate I don't want her to come back.
I explicitly told you to never call me that.
Enough is enough, but hard enough now. Can't call again.
Rosaho is a Runyachitara word that means come and taste. I'm Mchiga, so of course I had to find a way of incorporating my language. And basically what it means is an invitation. It's an invitation to you out there to come and taste and see what we have in store for you. And the concept and the idea, basically it came from my own experience visiting different cafes in Kampala, visiting different places around the world. So I'd been looking for a location for quite some time, and then there was Naguru, plot 57A, it was available, and there was quite a bit of traffic and it looked like it could work. So I said, why not? So Rosaho was created for people who want to have a place that is cozy and relatively quiet, one that is not so far away from town, where you can do the things you like reading, having a conversation, a meeting, go on a date, have some tea, coffee, juice, and good food. Uganda is a multicultural society, and we show that through our diverse working team at Rosaho. At Rosaho, you'll find Wanyama, you'll find Damusanga, you'll find Nabada, you'll find Birungi, you'll find myself, Chomjisha, and basically you'll meet Ugandans at work when you enter Rosaho. When it comes to food, we do take our food very, very seriously, and we make our food with Ugandan ingredients that are freshly made every single day. We are open to serve you right from breakfast, brunch, evening tea, dinner. We also are open for occasions, special occasions like showers, birthdays, or any other special occasion that you may have. And also, should you want to be served in the comfort of your home, we do offer outdoor catering services. When it comes to products, we also have a shop where we display and showcase 90% Ugandan products. And these are products that are made by different people in the cottage industry who on a regular day wouldn't have as much opportunity of displaying them anywhere else. We have all kinds of things like books by Ugandan authors, a lot of art pieces by different Ugandan artists. So in short, Rosaho is made in Uganda for the world, and all of you are welcome to experience our offering.
Feeding is a basic need for everyone. It brings us together, it makes us smile, brings us laughter. And as a cook, your life should be a joyful one too. Here is life with Easy Cook briquettes. They keep your hands clean compared to ordinary charcoal or firewood, giving you the right temperature needed for your tastier and juicier meals, lasting long enough for all meals of the day. They come in different sizes for your sigiri. Try Easy Cook briquettes today. They are cheaper, more efficient than normal charcoal, and contribute towards saving our environment.
Welcome back from that short break. I'm still here with Miss Ninja, Marie Corazon. Maria Corazon. So Marie,
Yeah.
Our seniors, should I say our four founders of the industry, I'm talking about Alex Mukulu, Philip Luswata, Mariam Mundagire, Abe Muchiri, Andrew Benim Chibuk, all these guys that were there way back in maybe so many years ago, maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah.
They did so much for the industry, but what do you think they didn't do? But maybe if they had done it, the art industry would be on a different level right now.
I think what they didn't do is really hold this, how can I say? No offense, please.
Yes.
But how I'm saying it is, I think they didn't really carry this industry with that pride like we deserve. You know, that fight? Because people still don't want to pay a certain amount of money for maybe your professional service. People, they see it as, just shooting a video for me like this, 50K, I will give you 50K. Yet, really, you give them a quotation, someone says that, you know what, it's too over budget. Me, I thought I'll pay you like 20K, and we move. You get, because people see it as a side hobby. So I think maybe what they didn't do was put it in the young generation or in their age mates, because now it's our parents, right?
Yes.
So they didn't really, maybe for them at that time they were doing it for fun, and then it became, you know, a profession. Like you're like, oh, I can act and maybe get 10K, you know. So I think at that time it was like that, like, oh, just for fun while they had their side jobs. But now for us who are here, the young ones, and we're doing this professionally, and it's your bread, it's what you're doing 24/7. We're finding it a challenge to convince a client to pay you 2 million to give you a good.
but for them they made money, as in they made, I'm thinking they did make money.
They did make money, yes, but they don't make that money here.
Where do they make it?
Out. These Abe Muchiwis, you know, they'll put on a show, but because it's Abe Muchiwi, because it's Philip Luswata, because they're brands that have been known, their names have been seen and heard for a very long time, people will pay. But also their shows are usually staged out of here, maybe in school
In Dubai,
festivals and things like that, UK, where, but do you see them being done here?
Not so much.
Not so much. And even when they're done here, it's like once in a while, and there's enough marketing and you know, information out there for people to come. But how many you know, plays have you seen done here that, you know, that receives a wide audience or what? Literally, like, they failed to fill
So you
theaters.
think you said what they could have done, what could they have done better that would have helped the industry right now?
I think they could have, like, maybe together with the education industry made it, or with UPRS, you know, the whole copyright thing, maybe, or with the government, because, you know, we don't get any funding. It's not seen like a proper profession. You know, art is like a side thing. It's a side hustle, basically. Everyone believes that what we're doing is a side hustle. Like, you're an actor. What else? Nothing.
What else do you
Just
do?
acting. Yeah, exactly. You get. So it's believed that it's a side hustle. Like, even, but also that doesn't only affect like actors professionally, but also like it affects the actor themselves. They also don't put in the right amount of work to now build themselves as a professional actor. Someone will come and they're reading a script on set because they believe it's a side hustle, I'll do when I reach there, because they're busy doing other things. But it's a full-time job. Yeah.
So people don't up to now, even the people that are in the industry
Themselves.
don't respect it enough to call it a career.
Yes.
Like you know, like, what do you do? I'm an actor and you're proud about it.
Yes. They're like, I'm an actor sometimes, once in a while.
Once
but,
in a while.
but
When
I'm
the gigs
really
come
an
around.
engineer.
But
Yes. Things like that, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
So Ugandans are mostly known to be entrepreneur.
Yes.
So when you're not doing video in business, acting or producing, as in anything to do with the industry, because they are somehow connected in a way. So if you're not doing all these things, what do you do as entrepreneur? Like, I don't know, some people are into farming, some people are into boutiques, business, other things. So what are you into?
Honestly, this is what I do full time.
Oh.
Yes, and if I'm not like doing video and business, then I'm trying to build my brand, Miss Ninja, or build my brand together with my husband, because my husband also does this. So if I'm not working at my regular job, then I'm working with my husband on his things. Yeah,
so
but this is what I do full time.
So this is you.
Yes. So if
So
there's
let's
no
talk about
gigs,
Miss Ninja. Miss Ninja as a brand.
Yes.
What's it about?
Miss Ninja as a brand basically is, I'm a content creator. So if you're going to get Miss Ninja, you're going to get a director, a producer, someone who's going to create your content, design something that's specific for you. Yeah, I try to solve any kind of problem that there is on set. Yeah, but Miss Ninja is also my alter ego.
Okay.
Yeah, when you meet me, the person, you'll see someone who's so calm, who's so friendly.
Yeah,
I like
so
playing.
easy.
Yeah, but when I'm on set, I'm a whole different human being. I'm like, things need to get done. Let's move. How do we move it? So it's kind of sort of my alter ego. Like, when it's time to mean business, we're moving. So that's my brand, Miss Ninja. Yeah.
Okay. So now I know I already asked you if you're not doing this, what other entrepreneur things are you into? You're into, and then you told me you're all here.
Yeah.
It is you in this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
So what is that one thing you do when you're down? You're not working, you don't feel like you want to work with your husband, you're not going to be at video in business, you're not going to be producing anything whatsoever. It is your free time. Maybe you're with Chelsea right now.
I'm with Chelsea, always.
That's your me time?
That's my me time.
Wow.
Even at work, sometimes I go with her. But if I'm not working, I'm with my baby. Yeah. I love her. I love watching. I don't want to miss any moment.
How old is she now?
1 year and 3 months.
Nice.
Yeah.
She walks, she talks.
She's walking, she's talking now. It's exciting.
Wow. Okay, so Miss Ninja.
Yes.
Who do you look up to?
Wow.
Yeah.
Here?
No, anywhere in the
Anywhere.
world, as
In
in,
the
but in
world.
this business world, this our business, our kind of business, our film industry.
Yeah.
Not necessarily Ugandan, but anything that has to do with film. It can be from Hollywood, Nollywood, Bollywood, or even
Yeah.
Philippines, the Philippines. So, who do you look up to?
Actually, thank you very much for asking that question, because I like to open my mind as wide as possible. I like to open my mind and soak in as much information. There's so much out there. When you go online, there's so much out there. But at the beginning, like 3 years ago, when I was much younger, I was inspired by someone called.
3 years ago, you're much younger.
I was much younger, mentally.
Okay.
Mentally, yeah.
Okay.
So I was looking up to this person called Lily Singh. She's called Superwoman. That's
Okay.
her brand.
Okay.
Yeah. She's a YouTuber. She was a psychology student who had no job, so she started making home videos. Before you know it, she's huge. Her and some other one, I forgot her name, but she's also doing YouTube videos. So that's how I began my brand, Miss Ninja, because I also wanted to do YouTube videos. I actually did some YouTube videos. They had great
I watched
response.
a few. I was like, okay.
Yeah, they had great response. Then I got onto Mela and I got too busy. So
Okay.
since then I've just been too busy to make my own content because I'm working on other people's work. Yeah, so but also most recently I just realized that I looked so much up to Chadwick Boseman.
Oh.
I didn't know until he died, because when the day I read that he died the morning after, I cried. I've never cried for a celebrity dying.
They die
you
all the
hear,
time.
Yeah, you hear and you're like, okay. But when he did, I died because I didn't realize that his story is such an inspiration. Not just Chadwick Boseman, but the movie, the Black Panther. Itself, because it was directed by a black director who no one even knew, but the whole story about the movie being made is an inspiration to me, because it means that there is a chance for us. It means that we have an opportunity. We just have to create work that meets the standard, and we have to put ourselves out there. We have to believe that, we have to learn enough to create good work, and then believe that we can create good work and get to that level. Yeah. So
Speaking of standard, Nigeria is known for what they've done, and you can actually call it they've been successful via that, as in their industry. What is that one thing, or maybe 2 or 3 or 4 things that you think our industry could do to be on the same level? Maybe not on the same level, but get to a different level from where we are right now.
Yeah.
What are those things you think that maybe Nigerians are doing and we're not doing? Why are we not doing what we should be doing to get us to a certain level?
First of all, I think we need to stop being selfish with our work. There is, in the film industry, there's a lot of cocoons and people want to work alone. I have this project, but you don't want advice, or you want to share.
No, because you guys steal the work. You steal people's
Leave
work.
alone stealing. That's understandable. But I mean, it's okay to reach out if you need help somewhere. It is okay to reach out if you need some input somewhere. Because when you're too selfish with your work, you're going to do work and you don't know if it's good, or that's your opinion. But sometimes you need a second or third opinion, because that's how we improve. Yeah, different experts come together. It's like science. In science, you won't see one scientist working on the antivirus. they'll bring in an expert on this, an expert on that, you get. Different heads will come together to make sure they create the virus. Why can't we do that in the film industry? Why can't you bring, an expert in this, an expert in that, but you want to do it all by yourself? That's the biggest problem we have. You have someone who is the director, he's the cameraman, he's the editor, he's the casting director, you get.
Yeah.
Like, you will just employ...
He's a one-man band.
Exactly. And that's why, sometimes you create work and then you're like, you could have done better here.
So you think if we're not selfish, we'll probably be on a different level?
I think so.
Is there any other thing you think we could do better?
Yes, I think we should take time doing pre-production.
Okay.
There is...
Prepare.
Yes, prepare. I've had this experience so many times where someone is like, I have this script, can you come and act? We are starting tomorrow. And you're like, huh? What? We need time to prepare. But even not just as an actor, but also as a producer, I've had this so many times where someone is like, I want to do a movie, but I'm doing it next week. You've not had time to look for locations, set design, train the actors, what? Things are just happening, So I think, yes, even if the budget is there, take your time. Take your time, prepare the actors, prepare the sets, get what you need, prepare the props. Do it so that once you roll camera, you're just rolling the camera. You're not fixing things while you go. Because that takes a lot of shooting time and a lot of mistakes happen. Then people will watch. Now our audience, Wanange, our Ugandan audience, they are savages. They will laugh. They'll be like, hey, you see, now you see, this happened. And then at the end of the day, they'll say Ugandan stuff is not good to watch.
And when you call them for a movie premiere, they won't show up.
They won't show up because they're like, you know what, for us, we don't Uganda. You get.
Yeah.
But if you take time with pre-production and you produce something good, even the audience will appreciate.
So you're talking about selfishness and maybe if we can prepare better. Is there any other thing that you think maybe if we did right, we'll be on a different level right now?
I think also just being professional. Let's try our best to be professional when we get on set. Because if you're hired for a job, do your job. Don't come to do camera and you're in sound. Stick to your job. Yeah, try to be professional.
And do it right.
Come on time. Do your best. If they said we are meeting at 6, Bambi, also the other person who's driving to meet you also woke up early. You're not the only one who's waking up early. Do your best, show up, finish. When the day is gone, go home and the next day you're free. It's not like it's going to be every day.
Yeah, but now that brings me back to you being a producer, because you producers want to do, you call it low budget. You don't like paying people. And if I feel I'm not going to be paid, I don't really want to put in so much energy and zeal and want to wake up and feel excited about it. I'm like, it's one of those things you're going to do. Just breakfast, kasumbi, kamune, and then they're like, okay, let's wait until this thing is out and then we sell. And then after you actually have sold, you don't even want to know that I was part of the project. So that comes back to you, the producers. Maybe, just maybe, that could have also affected our growth as an industry.
The budget, yes. And it comes back now to the people who do not, the clients who feel like, you know what, I think this is the budget. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to spend on this. Because now they don't see the value yet, in paying the right budget. It's a battle. It's a war we are fighting. We need to work together.
Yes.
Sure, and we need to all come together, work together and fight for the right price, professionalism, to be appreciated and seen that what we are doing is a real profession.
It is not just one of those things.
Yes, it's not just a
So,
side hustle.
Miss Ninja, have you been approached by people from the Philippines to feature in their...
Not yet. Oh my God, I'm waiting. Maybe it's because the language. I might have to learn the language to be approached.
No, but maybe if you should send in your pictures out there and then let them know that you're actually into the industry.
You know what? After this, I'm going to... You've given me I'm going to be like, you know what? There's a Filipino in Uganda out here acting. Can I
be part of the Filipino, whatever?
Yeah, but I would love to. I think it would be a good experience.
I think it would be good.
Yeah, because the film industry there is really huge.
It's huge. It's big.
Yeah.
And then they will have someone... Because I don't think they speak the English that you...
No,
So we are almost coming to the end of the show, but she's going to tell us her 5 top actors and actresses or producers. I'm going to make it easy for you because if we're talking about your acting journey, we'll talk about the actors. But in this case, let's talk about your top 5 producers. It can be here, Nollywood, Hollywood, Bollywood, anywhere. And you'll give me the reasons why you think they're the best, from 5 down to 1. So number 5.
Oh my goodness. Here?
Yes. No, anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're number 5. You know that number 1 is more like the best. So we start with number 5.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Okay. Who do I give number 5?
I don't know.
Okay, number 5. Ness.
No
George
feelings.
Stanley
Bambi.
Samba, because first of all he's a guy,
Yes.
and he's mostly always directing on his set, so he's not a terrible producer, but he'll sometimes forget to call you, but he always has someone, has someone on it.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's really a great producer I've worked with.
Okay.
Of Ghetto Film Project. He's done his experience, and he's really great. He's professional, and he'll take care of you. I love any project from Ghetto Film Project and
Nice.
Ness Motion Media. Yes.
And Nez Motion Media.
Yes.
Number 4.
Number 4 will be number 4 and 3 will be Nana and Meme Kaga. Yes.
Okay.
From Savannah Moon Productions. They are really amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm telling you, I'm working with Nana right now, and
Yeah.
I'm amazed at how she does what she does, and I'm like,
Yes. Thank you.
you know those
see?
things they say,
women.
If when I grow up, I want to be like you.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I want to be like you, like now.
I know.
I don't want to
Working
wait
with
any day. But she's amazing.
Thank you. I worked with them for almost a year, and everything they do, they make sure, they take care of pre-production. They make sure that
She's
it's
too
done
much.
right.
I think it's because she's been in Hollywood.
Yes.
She's worked with.
Thank you. The professionals and all that. Yes.
So that was 3 and 4.
Yes,
So
3
number
and 4.
number 2.
Number 2 will be Lisham Kenogo. Yes.
Who's that?
She's here. She's a producer here
She's
in Uganda.
Ugandan?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's Kenyan.
She
but
is?
she's working here in Uganda.
Okay.
Yes. She's
What
a
has she
Kenyan.
produced?
She produced Mela. Yeah, she produced Mela. She produced the previous Nyege Nyege. She produced Jangu Tulie that was airing on Pearl Magic and UBC, and she's currently producing that reality show I was telling you about. So she's I love she's young, but she's hot in the industry. She gets things done. She's young and quick. I think being young is very
That's why we should do whatever we do when we are still.
Yes, when we're young. Yes.
So your number 1 is
Number
going to
1 will be Angelina Jolie.
be- Nice.
Yes, I would love to be like her. She's made crazy movies. Actually, there are movies people don't know about that she's produced.
Okay.
And directed.
Movies
And
like?
There's, I forget the title, but there's a particular movie, a war movie, where these guys were in war and then they got stuck in some ocean. Yeah, and she produced it, and you could see it was really well done. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're talking about the 5 top producers. But now let's talk about the 5 top movies.
5 top movies.
Number 5. You're number 5, as in of all time. It can
Of
be
all
something
time.
of, I don't know, 1942
Yes.
or 2009, 20. I don't
Actually,
know.
most of my movies are going to be from the 19s.
That's okay.
Yes,
That's
my number 5 should be My Fair Lady. I don't know if you know it. It's this movie about this guy who's an English professor, and he's challenged to get someone from like the ghetto and transform them, and then they fell in love.
Oh,
Yeah.
My Fair Lady. Do you?
I'm a sucker
That's the
for
title,
love.
right?
Yes, it's
Okay.
called My Fair Lady.
My Fair Lady. Number 4.
Number 4 should be Ella Enchanted.
Ella Enchanted.
Yeah, by Anne Hathaway. You know
Oh, Anne Hathaway, yes. But I
love
didn't
Anne
know the
Hathaway.
movie.
It's like the first movie I ever watched. It's old, and very few people know it. But it was Anne Hathaway. It was their version of Cinderella.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a Cinderella type story. Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies as well.
Number 3.
Number 3 should be. Let's go with The Sound of Music.
Are you for real? As in,
Yes. I love it because first of all, it's one of the few movies I sat down and watched with my dad, and he would sing for me every song, and I can watch it over and over again. Yeah, I love The
Sound of Music.
Yes.
Number 2.
Number 2 should be Number 2 would be Home, the animation. Yes.
Miss Ninja.
Yes.
Home.
Home.
The
Yes,
animation.
The animation. The one with Rihanna. The
Ah.
one with the boobies. Yes.
Okay,
I
number
love-
one.
My number one movie. There's so many, but I'll just get one off the top of my head.
Yes.
And this is hard. They just keep coming at me. Okay, let's go with Black Panther.
Oh,
For
it's
now.
because of Chad?
Yes, let's say because of Chad, and also because there's so many in my
Okay,
head
tell us
right now.
more about why you think Black Panther is your favorite of all time movie right now.
Right now, because generally that is the direction I want to go. I want to be the first Ugandan female directors to do a Hollywood budget movie.
So that's why you see your. How many years are we talking about right now? Like 5, 2, 3, 1?
Okay, let's give me time. Let's say 8. Let's say 8
No,
years from
where's your
now.
faith?
Okay, 5.
Yes,
Yes,
5. So
5 years from
you
now.
want to be that.
I want to have that experience, that Hollywood experience where I am directing a movie, a film, and it's
Okay, so if you're given a chance right now, let's say this is like the golden opportunity you've got right now, and I asked you, who would you want to meet and work with on a project? Someone from Hollywood.
someone from Hollywood. Leonardo DiCaprio.
How come he was not among the people that you were talking about, your best 5?
You didn't say actors.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, so why Leonardo?
I mean, have you seen Leonardo DiCaprio? He nails any role he gets. Okay, if it's not there are two. Either Leonardo DiCaprio or maybe what's his name? Jack Wolverine, Hugh Jackman. Yes. Oh, actually, can I change my best movie? Can we go with The Greatest Showman?
So you have so many favorites.
Yes. But I
Okay.
love The Greatest Showman too. It was a really nice movie. Yeah, with Hugh Jackman.
Okay, we are actually like almost at the end of the show, but I want her to say these encouraging and words of wisdom to some girl out there, because we already talked about it when she came in. We're talking about her size, her height, and being in the industry, and then she told us it's not about the size, it's not about the height, it's not about the looks, but you can still do it. And since she managed to do it, you too can do it. So she's going to give us the words, her parting shots, words of wisdom to someone out there, your younger self. Your younger self. There's so many young women, young men out there that love the industry, love filmmaking, love acting, producing, generally filmmaking, but have no idea whatsoever how to go about it. Who do I talk to? Where do I go? What do I do? So I want you to tell someone there, encourage them, give them this, because I know even without you saying anything to them, they'll know if she did it, if that small girl did it, I can do it. But still, please feel free to tell them, pour your heart out.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the younger me, and to anyone out there that wants to be a director, an actor, and a producer, a singer, literally anything that you want to be in this world. First of all, it takes time. You're not going to make it in one day.
Nope.
It's going to take so much time, you guys. It took me 6 years. So be patient, but have a direction. Know the path you're walking on. If you have a direction and you know that this is what I want to be, this is who I want to be, it might not be straight, it might not be defined, but have a direction you're going towards, and just keep following. You might get sidetracked, you might stop over somewhere but as long as you know that where the stopovers you're making or the sidetracks you're making are helping you go toward that direction, feel free. Take your time. You have time. You have time, and it's not going to happen in one day. Don't be in a rush. That's the most important thing, because I've seen so many people out there who are like so in a hurry, to be successful or to be famous. But if you take your time, it will help you say yes to the right gig. Say no. Don't say yes to everything. Don't go to just any music video or, you know,
Yeah,
anything.
but I want to penetrate. I want to get into the industry. So I'm looking for a way to do it. And I'm thinking by getting into maybe becoming a vixen will help me penetrate or break through. I don't know.
No, it will just take something away from you. You understand? Because once something is recorded, it's going to be uploaded. Once it goes on the internet, you don't have the power to take it down, because you don't have the access to these accounts, you know, and stuff like that. So it will always be there. There will always be that video of you that you did, and you're like, Mananga, I was young, I didn't know.
But listen, Miss Ninja.
Yeah.
You know, for you said because of the rejection you faced from your guardians. I don't want to put it as rejection, but because they did not support you, they did not understand where you're coming from or what you wanted to do in life, that pushed you. But there must be some other things that you, maybe discipline, or I don't know, what is that 1, 2, 3 things that you know that if you do this, if you do this, if you do this, you will get somewhere.
Thank you. Read about what you want to be, and read about people who are doing what you want to do. Research, look at their work, see their videos. Today you don't even have to read, you can watch videos. People have biography videos, their documentaries. Find out people's stories. It's very important to know where someone came from to be who they are. So if you want to be like someone, read about them, see what they did, and try to emulate that. You know, because that's for me. I saw the people who inspired me. I would look at their work, watch the next video and the next one, see their growth, because it helps you. You see where someone started, you see how far they have gone. So it also gives you that strength, that faith that, you know what, if someone could start like this and now be this way, also you know that, okay, if I just start small, then I'll grow bigger. And then that's another thing. Start. You're never ready. Don't wait, let me wait till I'm ready, or let me wait till they call me. Just begin. Start at home.
Begin what?
Start in the mirror. If you want to be an actor,
yes,
start acting from home. Download scripts and act, and tell your friends, what do you think? You know, train yourself. Because for me, that's how it happened. I wasn't getting the skills and the knowledge from class. So I went out there and I looked for where I could, what can I do? How can I learn? And I learned everything on the job. I don't have a degree, but you know, I'm a professional with like projects on my CV. So just begin, just start as from somewhere. Yeah, put yourself out there. Go meet people, because when you meet people in this industry, the people want people who can do things. They don't want people who have the papers but they're just there. Yeah, so go and put yourself out there. Show people what you can do. Then people will call you.
Hey, thank you so much for watching the Movie Manual. It airs every Saturday at 5 on Rest TV. You do not want to miss this episode or any other for that matter, because Rest TV is your TV station. It has so much information, educative programs, and entertaining programs as well. We have the gospel, we have the youth hub, we have we have Yia, we have Take Off, we have Hitmaster. My God, every Saturday between 9 till late. Guys, you don't want to miss it. But I cannot go without mentioning the people that are responsible for this look. Mirabelle, Beauty On by Sifa. Guys, her Instagram handle is Mirabelle Beauty On Instagram. Check her out. Her numbers are there. What she does is there. She does hair. She does makeup. Look at my makeup. I know you like it. I know you love it. And then there's a man behind the camera, Ken Gwasinger. Thank you so much. God bless you. Patrick, thank you so much for being on the wheels. And today I was so honored to have Deacon Andrew on this set. And not like Edith in the editing suit, Rose, Noah Mobiru. Guys, you are the best. Rest TV Mwabasinga. Thank you so much. God bless you. I love you. I can't wait to see you again next Saturday. Love you. Take care of yourselves. Bye.